What is going on, guys? Today I'm going to be breaking down the cheapest and easiest way to send 1,000 emails per day. I'm going to be using GoDaddy and Instantly. I'm going to walk you through the steps of doing everything. So basically, first off, we're going to start off by buying our domains on GoDaddy. So we are restricted to only sending 50 emails per email address, and we're allowed 3 email addresses per domain. So we want to purchase 7 domains if our goal is to send 1,000 emails every day, and then we can add 3 email addresses to each domain. So starting off, we're going to go down into GoDaddy. I'm going to sign into our GoDaddy account, and we want to find a domain that is similar to our company. So my agency is called Network OG, so I want to find something similar to Network OG. I already own the main 3, so I already own that one. Something like this. So go ahead and we can make this ours. It'll add it to the cart. We can go ahead and view cart, and then with this domain we don't want protection, don't want a website, and then this is where we want to assign a Microsoft 365 email essential package. So if you do it for a whole year, it's only $2.99 a month. I would really recommend doing that. If you do month by month, it's $11.99. So I'd recommend just going ahead and selecting the Microsoft 365 account, and then you continue to cart. So this is just basically buying one domain, and then you can associate 3 Microsoft 365 accounts to that single domain. So here we are, that domain, 1 year, and then we do 12 months, and then we can go ahead and add 3 to that, and then we can, after we've got those 3 Microsoft 365 accounts, we can go ahead and I'm ready to pay, complete your purchase. All right, after we have purchased our Microsoft 365 license, we're going to go ahead and create an email to attach to that. So I'm just going to have the username at Owen Gosson, first name, last name, and then you're going to create a temporary password, and then go ahead and create an account, and then it's going to send this info to my main email. I'm just going to navigate to the account that I just signed up with my main email address. Click sign in, and after we sign in, it'll just give us the initial Microsoft 365 board, and it'll give us all the steps. We can go through that later, but we have been signed into our new Microsoft 365 account. Alright, now that we have our account set up, the first thing we want to go ahead and do is go to the email we just set up, go into manage, just starting off from the dashboard, scroll down, and then we want to go into advanced settings, and then we want to set up our SMTP. So this takes a while, so this is kind of just like one of the first things you want to get going, so it takes a little bit of time to process. Perfect, there you have it. We've turned that on. So that is step number 1 done. We went ahead and bought a domain through GoDaddy. We have bought a Microsoft 365 account to attach to our GoDaddy domain, and then we have completed the purchase. Next, we're going to go ahead and set up this new email that we have just purchased. So after signing into our email and turning on our SMTP authentication, we can go ahead and back into the email, and then we can set up forwarding. We're going to set up forwarding, so if we have so many email addresses, we don't want to be checking every single email address, so they're just going to be forwarded to our main email address. So we're going to go into email and office, going to go ahead and manage all, and once we're in here, we're going to select the email we want to work with, so networkogs.com. We're going to do both of these because I just bought both of these addresses for this domain, so I'm just running 2 off this right now just to show you guys. Click the forwarding option, and then I want to go ahead and forward all these emails to my main email address. Save that. You want to do this for all your specific email addresses that you're making, just so they all just get piled into one inbox, so you're not checking every single inbox every day to see if you got a reply. So next off, we can check off set up forwarding, and then after that we want to go and set up our DKIM. We're going to do that by going to Instantly's kind of step-by-step process. I'll leave this in the description so you guys can follow it as well, just over here. So we have set up a GoDaddy provider with Microsoft 365 account. I'm going to click this and then scroll down to our DKIM. This is just setting up the domain that we've already done, and then going down into the DKIM report. So you want to go ahead and sign into Microsoft Security here. Sign into the correct account you want to be working with. So it is going to navigate you to this page where you just want to click on this link, the domain you're working with, to set up your domain key. So we're going to go ahead and create new domain keys for this. After this populates, we're just going to copy this and then transfer it over to GoDaddy. Copy this. I'm going to hide that information from you guys. And then going back into GoDaddy, we're just going to navigate down to the domains and then hit DNS for the domains we want to be working on and setting up that DKIM record for. And once in here, we're going to be under DNS records, add a new DNS record. We want this to be a CNAME record. Then the name of it is going to be selector1._domain key. And then you're going to go ahead and input the value that you just retrieved from the Microsoft 365 account. And then you want to make that every half an hour. Go ahead and save that. And then you're going to do the exact same thing. So there's two. There's selector 1 and selector 2. You're going to add them both under CNAME. So just going to go repeat that process. Do the same thing again. All right. Once you have both of those authenticated and added to your DNS record, they'll show up in the list below. I'm not going to scroll down because there's some private information that I don't want to share publicly. Once you go back to your DNS record, you should be able to enable it. It might take some time for it to initiate and pick up there, so don't be alarmed if it doesn't work the first try, but try it in a few hours or a few minutes. Check that off. We want to go and do the DMARC. So it's just going to be on the same page as where we just were. Just scroll down and it'll give us the DMARC direction. So we go back to our locate domain. So this already has the DMARC record that we want to put into our GoDaddy. So exact same things we were just doing with the DKIM. Add new record, txt, and then we want to go ahead and add a DMARC. And then a value that we pulled. This is a publicly shared value. So enter that. And then half an hour is good for all of these. Go ahead and save that, and then it should authenticate your DMARC as well. So after we've set up our DMARC, that is good to go. We are going to go ahead and sign into instantly.ai. Just over here, I would really recommend it. If you guys don't have an account already, go ahead and sign up. This is the best cold email platform in 2024. I am not sponsored by it by any means, but I love using it. As you can see, I've got several emails already connected and setting up. So we're going to go ahead and add new. We're going to go into Microsoft 365. So we already did this GoDaddy. We already set up our SMTP. So we can just go ahead and enable that, go to the next steps. It's going to get us to sign into one of the initial accounts we want to work with. So I want to work with this account. Just go ahead and sign in, and then it's going to ask for your password for this account. Set up a recovery email that you want to have for secure. If you forget your password, save that password. And then we want to consent and then accept. And this is going to add us to instantly.ai email list. And then as soon as we are on that, you want to do this for every single one of your emails. So if you got the 21 emails set up, you want to go ahead and set that up. So we got the network OG, want to hit this green flame, go ahead into the settings, basically just enable warming up. In settings, I like to change 50 emails a day. That's a great cap. And then I like to increase by 2 every day just so it speeds up the process. You can also set up a custom tracking domain. It's not mandatory, but it's the exact same thing. You set this up. Back into GoDaddy, you set up a CNAME with the host name and the value. You can do that as well if you would like. But set that, and then now that you have this in Instantly and a brand new email domain, you have to wait 2 weeks minimum, just so your email is warmed up and Microsoft and all these email servers know that you have an authentic email, that you're sending from an authentic email address, and you're not just going straight to spam. Because if you start sending right away, you're going to be thrown into spam, and then your email address is just going to be flagged and it's not going to be any good. So I would really recommend waiting. You can try going ahead right away, but your email address is just going to be kaput and no use there. So next step, we went ahead and started warming up our email, and then the waiting time. Waiting 2 weeks, and then if you're waiting 2 weeks, I'll kind of give you the next step of what to do after you've done that. You kind of work on getting your leads going, and then kind of working on creating a script for your cold emails. You can also use Instantly to check to make sure that your DKIM and your DMARC are set up correctly. If you just go ahead and collect this little icon, test domain setup right here. This is what will appear if you set up. So that's one of my older domains that I've been working with. But this one that we just set up down here, right here, it's all good to go. So everything is connected, still working on warming it up. All right, now that we got our new email set up and we are ready to send 1,000 emails a day. So first off, we're gonna go ahead into Instantly and create a new campaign over here. So I'm gonna go up into my emails, go into campaigns, and then I'm just gonna duplicate a campaign I previously made just to make it easier to show you guys. We're just gonna make this copy, 1.4. January 7th, and we're going to go ahead and duplicate that, and then within that duplication, a little refresh on the page to show up for us. I'm going to be giving you guys my script that I've been using, and you guys can go ahead with work with that. So first off, this is just the overview of the campaign. We're going to go ahead into leads, and we're going to import new leads that we've just been working with. So I got a little template here of a little few leads I'm going to be working with. I just made these in my previous video. I scraped these off instantly as well. It's great software for gathering leads. You can use Apollo. You can use, there's hundreds of different lead scraping softwares out there. I show you guys how to make a personalized line for Sense using ChatGPT in my previous video. Feel free to check that out. All right, we're just going to go ahead into Instantly and we're going to add leads. We can add leads through Google Sheets. I just want to go ahead and copy that Google Sheets. I'm going to go ahead and change the restriction, and then we're going to have to copy the link, and then we're going to go into here and import that new spreadsheet we're working with, and then we just want to verify that everything matches up. So the email is in the right email column. The F name is going to be the first name. I don't need the last name because I don't use that in my script. Website, company name, position, it's all in there, LinkedIn, and then we want to select personalized line as personalization. You can check if there's any duplicates across there. I know that I have these in a larger file, so it's going to be duplicates. And then you can also verify leads with credits and paying for the higher program. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that. And then once I already have, so I just duplicated this script. I'll leave this in my Google Docs in the description down below, so you can go check that out. So basically, it's going to import the first name, the personalization line that I set up, as well as the script. So basically, I'm going for the Loom video. I don't copy my script directly. You just edit it a little bit, change it up. Try different scripts out and whatever works with you. I got a 4-sequence email. It's all in the description, so you can go ahead and copy and set that up with the different variations of days. Just going to go ahead and preview that makes. It's going to fill in the right name. It's going to give the personalization and all that. Set the schedule, so I want it to be only sending on these days between this time, Eastern Standard Time. And then in options, you just want to go ahead and stop sending on reply. You got to make sure that's enabled. Email tracking is enabled, and everything else you want to be able 30 every day. And then you just want to go ahead and launch your campaign. And then after you launch it, you can watch the analytics and make sure everything is running properly for you. If you're getting open rates, change it. Just small critiques and everything like that. So that is how you guys can send 1,000 cold emails every day, setting up your domains from setting up with Instantly.ai. I would really recommend using the software. It's great, really helped me out sending thousands of emails every single day from different domains. I'll show you guys quickly. So if you want to add your different domains, you can add your email addresses you can add in here. This is just the warmest one, so I'm going to be sending just from one, and it's cold list, so you can add your 20 domains that you want to send from, and then just go ahead and launch that. I'm not making any money from these videos. I'm not getting you guys to buy a course or anything. So if you guys enjoyed this, feel free to drop a like and a comment. And I'm just doing this so you guys can help out and start sending cold emails easier. Appreciate it.